Hello. Hi. Awesome. Hi, India. Hi, Bangalore. So, my name is Shubham. I'm the head of ecosystem at Manta Network. Just to give you a brief about me. So, I have been in space since 2020, worked with other layer tools like Polygon, Mantle, Manta since last year. Right now, apart from Manta as overall ecosystem, I'm also taking care on the foundation side, which is a 50 million eco fund. Let's talk about Manta. So, as it is mentioned as first and the largest multi-DA modular chain, so we were the first one to launch the largest stack on the modular side. Talking more about what Manta is, how we are doing it, what is a unique USP about Manta. So, we are the first modular chain. So this is the architect, like how the ecosystem started. So it was first Bitcoin, which was a peer-to-peer transfer network. Then it came about Ethereum, where you can code, you can deploy your contracts, you can deploy all the dApps and stuff. And then it comes about modular, where you don't have to select one stack. You can deploy on different stacks at the same time. And execution can happen on a certain way, on a certain chain, on a certain DA. Okay, so this is a short description about how cheap Manta is as compared to other layer 2s. So as we can see over here, the active addresses right now. So by the way, this is a bit old data, like it was for last month. So it is around 346K active wallets right now, monthly active wallets, which is called as MAU. The average transaction fee is lowest amongst all the L2s, whichever you know right now. It's 0.3 times 0.1, and the average transaction daily is between 300K to 381K. You can see the graphs over here from token terminal. Now talking about the main topic, which was my presentation about. So talking about multi-DA. So what multi-DA is, how it works, how it helps the layer 2s or layer 1s in future who want to be into the modular stack. So the first one, we have partnered with multiple DAs who are currently live. So it's about Celestia, Eigen, FIL, OG, like 0G, Nubit, and Dell. So these are some of the top DA providers for all the chains across the ecosystem. This is a brief understanding about how the like data availability works. So initially, when we used to be a normal layer 2 on Ethereum, so the simple structure was when a transaction goes on Ethereum, on a layer 2, that directly settles on Ethereum. So for example, if I send a data or a transaction of like $10 to anyone, so that whole data about $10 sent, the public address of me, the public address of the person who I'm sending, all the transaction data was stored in the block on Ethereum, which was a costly thing. But after that, we called about a DA structure where the proof generated of each technology will be stored on Ethereum, but the whole data about that particular transaction will be stored on DAs. Now, why we want to use it? So it's pretty simple. Multi-DA is basically when you have multiple DAs at the same time posting the data and you're calling data from each and every one. So for example, right now we are using Celestia Eigen Avail as a main chain. So in case Celestia goes down any day, so Manta doesn't have to face any problem over there. At the same time, we can use and post data and call data from Avail or Eigen or wherever the data has been stored at particular time. So because of that, there is no compromise with the technology or resilience. It's always uptime. You reduce the risk of your transactions going down. You enhance the security because if sometime a particular DA gets compromised, you don't have to worry about it. It's very simple. It's very cost effective as well. So the reason why and how it's cost effective. So the reason I showed you guys like initially that Manta is working with 3 or 6 DAs right now, which are different from each other, which are helping each and every chain to move their assets or move their transaction from Ethereum mainnet to other local networks. So this is a very beautiful scope how it is going to work. So just to mention, Manta doesn't want to make it a patent for Manta. It's a public good. So the reason behind this is it's an open source stack. So if there is someone who is sitting out here who wants to deploy his own chain, he can use multi-DA at the same time. It will be helpful for cost efficiency. It will be helpful for you guys to scale. It will be an incentive model from the DA side plus from your side so that users can be onboarded. And the final one is about the governance involvement. So here, people will have a simple way where they can understand how they want to work. People can vote it out and they can easily deploy together. This is a brief about Manta, how much we saved. So just to mention, since December, we are using Celestia. We saved around $12 million on gas fee. It's around $5 per month fees on DA side. Total fees is around 11,000. We have stored around 6 GB data. So this is how cheap it went. So for every, I think so, 70 million transaction, we saved around $12 million on the gas fee. So this is a brief about how Manta gas fee looks like. And this is not official data from Manta network. It's from a layer 2 insider. So we haven't paid anything for this. So you can see all the chains, including Linear, Scroll, Polygons, ZK Sync, Tyco, Mantle, Metis, Arbitrum, Starknet, Base, Optimism, and Manta Pacific. So even the gas tracker cannot track the gas because it's on the bulk side. Okay, so the second step about Manta's major focus was to reduce the gas fee. And how we are going to do it? So our focus is not now to work alongside the L2s. We want to focus to reduce gas fee even lower than Solana. So we started with a program called as 50% gas gain program. It's very simple. Whatever transaction you do in a particular month, like 60 days, whatever you do, you get 50% rebate of that particular gas fee. Till now, we have allocated 10 million Manta, which is around, I think so, 12 or 15 million Manta tokens for next 4 years, which will be distributed to the users for the gas gain program. Till now, it's around 400 top users who have already got on the first epoch side. Now, this is the final thing. So it's called as CeDeFi. So CeDeFi is basically a merger of DeFi and CeFi. So we have seen a lot of Web2 users who have been using CeFi, like centralized exchanges to store their data or maybe store their assets. And some of us, like who have been on chain, they are using and preferring decentralized data. So here there is a difference where centralized authority has like all the authority and custodian of your asset. And on DeFi side, you have your own assets, right? So we have merged the technology and started using it across the ecosystem. So it's very simple. We have started with BTC, ETH, USDT, Stone, USDM, and some other assets which can be deployed and used easily. So this is a brief understanding about how it works. A user goes to have their assets, they store and they lock their assets. They get some other assets like MBTC, METH, MUSC that can be stored across the ecosystem and they can gain some more incentive from the users. Final, it's about the eco fund. So Manta has a 50 million eco fund. We invested in these projects. Our team, we have around 15 regions covered, 10 languages covered, including India. And I think so this is the ecosystem map. We have around 200 apps already onboarded and it's growing great. Yep, that's it. Thank you so much and hope I'm on time right now. Thank you.